Welcome back, everyone. This is a big one. The more I read about what could happen, and I can hear the trolls downstream from the sanitation plant just had a massive, family reunion, and they're overloaded and they're just dumping it into the creek. These people, they got their dry cat food, getting a little of that creek water, a little chunky creek water, as I say. Oh, Mo, crypto's going down, crypto this, crypto that. And at the end of the day, I continue to do my research. I continue to look into it. And of course, you're going to have big runs up, big run down. And you're going to continue to have that. You have that in the stock market. You have a 10% or more decline in the stock market, once a year almost? Then you have that big 20% once every 2 years, roughly, give or take a few months. And so anybody that looks at a young asset class such as crypto and XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and says, oh, it's dropping down. It's the end of the world. It's over. It's winter. It's winter. I don't think they read a lot, because at the end of the day, if you're reading what I'm reading, the future is freaking bright. Like it's kind of scary how big this could be. And I'm going to talk about that in this video of some potentials, like the biggest potential, the massive potential. This could open up the floodgates to massive amounts of money. And I don't know how it's going to happen. I have some rough ideas, but we're going to talk about it. Now, I'm going to warn everyone, you got a few days left before the price changes on the membership, and that's going higher. So if you want to lock it in, be grandfathered in. You won't get charged the upgrade once the upgrade comes. But right now we have code MOON, 50% off your first month, and you're grandfathered in as well before the price change. Do this now. Get into the earner tier. We had another fun live trading session. We got the expert traders, the breadbot charts, all of this and more, the portfolio, 36 learning lessons, all of it in there for like 80 something cents a day for your first month, and a little over $1 the next. So take advantage just before the price change. First link down below. And of course, if you haven't gotten into the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis, folks, there's no cost for that. Second link down below. Now, this is it. This is what I'm looking at. And I don't know if you guys have been following along, and I've said it before. It's not if, but when. And this is the one I'm going out on a limb on, the biggest. So you guys know I've been nailing it. My charts are second to none. Pure fire. Nailing it. Calling the supports, calling the resistance, knowing what to do, making hundreds of thousands of dollars in front of everyone as I do this. So there is no hiding it. Like a lot of people will come out and say, oh, but I made so much money after the fact. They don't share it with anybody. You don't even get to see it. There's no receipts. There's nothing. Just them telling you how great they are. They never share it with you until after the fact, and they'll pull out some receipt saying, hey, look, I was up 100% today. And you're like, when? You didn't tell me about it. And they don't tell you all the times they lose. With me, you get to see it. If you're a part of the Discord, you see it live. We hold nothing back. You see the play I make, you see when I get in, you see when I get out, and you see the money I'm making. Now in the portfolio, I share that as well. I share that during the red, I share it during the green. And it just seems like it's always green. For good reason, my charts are absolute fire. Now if you've been a part of this, you know this. Like me or hate me, the fact is my charts are second to none. And with that being said, I'm going to continue to help out the YouTube family. I want you guys to be able to eat for free, even if you can't get into the Discord. So I do come on here and I share a lot of the moves I make as I go forward. But for those who want to see and talk and all that good stuff and know exactly what's happening, you're going to want to get into that Discord. This is the big one. So I look at this and I think to myself, lawmakers, and I'm calling this out now. It's going to happen. Not if, but when. Now, this is my biggest leap of faith because I'm investing 7 digits into crypto on the idea that this will happen. It doesn't have to happen to help push me to where I'm going. The SEC is going to take care of that for me. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. At this point in my life, I got a lot of years left to work. That's good news for those who like to watch me. Bad news for those who like to to bet against crypto. So, lawmakers push Bitcoin strategic reserve to secure U.S. digital asset dominance. As we go forward into 2026, some of these will be announced as well during 2025, probably October, November, December, as I've been telling you, starting in October. But what they're calling for, a group of Republican lawmakers in Washington, pushing to create a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. And that's not the big thing, because we heard about this, Mo. We heard, yeah, but I came out and said they're going to find a way to buy. And in the beginning, they said, we're not looking for a way to buy. We're just going to take what we apprehend and just kind of da-da-da-da. And I said, it's not going to be enough. They're going to have to buy to be the leaders. And so a groundbreaking proposal that would see the federal government accumulate up to 1 million Bitcoins over the next 5 years as a strategic financial asset, the digital Fort Knox. It's the most ambitious attempt yet. There you go. Now, I can't promise you all this is going to happen. It is a closed-door roundtable held in D.C. Wow. So there's a lot of people looking into this. You can see the names on there. Michael Saylor, of course, in there. Loomis. A lot of people. A lot of people. Big names. So, two things. They're getting the biggest people in the world in crypto and in the government who are related to crypto working together. Either this does not happen and we go with the SEC spot ETFs pushing everything higher and higher and higher as we go forward, and you see the printing presses around the world turning on. This is going to be a little bit different video. I'm not going to just throw in the charts on this one. We're going to talk. I'm going to explain what I expect to see. It's why I'm doing what I am doing in terms of the investing I'm doing. I'm taking a high risk position. Crypto is a young asset class. Yes, it's going to be high risk. Big movements up, big movements down. I don't got any leverage in there either. You don't see the leverage. I'm in it for the long term. I know some of you out there watching right now, you know the charts I give you, second to none, and a lot of you made millions off of them. I've talked to people. It's funny, along my years of doing what I do here, I've come out and I'll say, look, here's one I love. They'll see me drop a couple $100K in it, and the next thing you know, I'll talk to somebody that said, hey, I did that play with you. I'll say, yeah, I made a nice little gain out of that. I pulled 40% out of that after about 2 months. And nice $40,000 win or $80,000 win, depending on what I put into it. And they'll come out and say, I made $400,000 off of it. And, you know, it hits me that there are people out there are loaded with cash. And I think a lot of us who are watching this video, we all have different ideas. Remember, 5 years ago, guys, I didn't have anything left. I lost everything because of my wife's cancer, and you guys know the story. I didn't have anything. I was broke. I didn't know how I was going to get my kid into college. It was a terrible feeling. And so I was only making $63,000 a year 5 years ago. And if you said to me that you made $40,000 in 2 months, you know what I would tell you? You're rich. You're absolutely rich. That's life-changing, and it is. And that's where it's not lost on me. I kept that hungry attitude. I basically worked 7 days a week all year long, 52 weeks a year. And I enjoy it. This is what I enjoy doing. Next thing I like to do, I like to go fishing. For anybody that wonders what old Mo likes to do, I like to go trout fishing in the nearest creek. You know, just enjoy myself. Hit the Loyal Sock up, maybe go up to Pine Creek. Lycoming Creek's another one of my favorites. Just beautiful, beautiful. The best fly fishing in the world in my backyard. Beautiful. And we got some monster 20 to 30 inch trout in the Susquehanna. Man, oh man, oh man. There is not a better day to be spent than out there chasing those things. Now the good news, I haven't kept one in years. I always throw them back. Take a picture, let the next person have fun with them. And with that being said, 40,000 is a lot, but then I'll talk to somebody who makes 400,000 on my same research, you know, and they're in the Discord. They're loving life. They're quiet. You know, they'll email me. They'll message me. It's crazy. And I'm happy. I love helping people. That's, back in the day, it used to, when I was doing my advising, you had to pay a lot of money to sit down with me. And now I come on YouTube and I'm able to help everybody at no cost. For those who support me over the Discord, thank you. I continue to work tirelessly to help you. But I'm going to tell you something. Now put all that little story, a little tangent we went on there behind, and understand this. I am happy to help people, but man, make no doubt about it, I am here to pick the right plays so my accounts go up. And that's my goal. So when I share with you that DC is trying to find ways to go ahead and take full advantage of getting the government opening that wallet, folks, if they find a way to open the wallet, it unleashes the floodgates of the biggest economy in the world buying crypto. Oh, where do you think the price goes? Do you think the price of crypto drops? Do you think the whales have enough power to go ahead and short against the United States government? And the answer is no. And there's powers behind that I don't even want to get into. There's a lot of connections in the government and the most powerful people in the U.S. and in the world. They're not out to attack each other. They're out to help each other. And so if this happens, I have a feeling you're not going to say, well, it's only going to be up for a few weeks or a few months. It'll be years. And it'll be just, as I always joke, it'll be disgusting in a good way. And it's a chance, as we always talk about once in a lifetime opportunities, it's a chance I'm willing to take. I got a lot of years behind me. Or I should say in front. I got a lot of years behind me and in front of me. And I'm willing to take the risk. I realize if the risk does not work, I got to work longer. But I also realize if this works like I think it's going to work, if we hit levels I believe we're going to hit, I also realize that I can make it so my family is okay for generations. Not just me, my wife, and my kids, generations. And I'm pumped. And I want to see it. And I'm reading the articles. I'm finding out the details. I'm using every means possible in my research. And everything I'm seeing is pointing to some massive long-term opportunities. I'm not talking about this week, but it's red this week. Look, man, if you're in the game to, that's your look at life. Today, tomorrow, that's, I get it. I still swing trade. I'm still dropping 7 digits. I might even still sell. But in the long run, with one push of a button, I'm all in. And not a lot of people can do that. I can. That's what makes that move that I do powerful. And so when I see the whales moving money out, I can get out with them. When I see the whales moving money in, I can jump right in with them. And I love it. I'm a little minnow, not even a minnow. I'm a baby minnow swimming around with whales. And so are you. And so the goal for us is to make sure we're doing the right plays. I see what I see. I see big moves from government trying to get it done. I don't expect that done until 2026. I see the SEC paving the way for crypto from 200 and something days down to 75, I think it is. 75 days? 75 days from 240 to pass to get it legal. It's going to be a floodgate of cryptos this year. And then, of course, are we going to have the okay for the spot ETFs? 99% chance yes for XRP. Put it all together. I like what I'm seeing. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm just going to close my eyes, put my head in the sand and bury it and say, wake me up in 5 years. I'm going to continue to trade actively. And that could be doing some things people don't like. But it also could be, oh my, he just doubled his entire portfolio worth of his holdings. He must see something. And either of those events are equally likely. That's the beauty of what I do. There's no emotion. I follow the charts. Now, I will tell you this. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic on the long term if they can get these things done down in D.C. and the SEC helps us out and the whales see all the possibilities. and that goes around the world, it could get sick in a good way. All right, folks, that's what I wanted to share with you. Now, if you haven't done it, get into the Discord before that is over. Like I said, we're going to be raising the prices. We've been adding a ton of stuff over the years, and we haven't changed the price. So now we're going to go ahead and allow everybody who has been in there grandfathered in. So you will not have to pay the upgraded price. And so that is our gift to them. And that means if you would like to be one of those, you got to click this first link today, get in there today, use code MOON, and take full advantage of it. And afterwards, get the free webinar I have, second link down below. And then the third link, take advantage of the Kraken deal. And it's XRP they're giving you, not USDG. Now, my friends, that's it. That's all I got for you. I will see you in the Discord.